Welcome to The Way, the Truth, the podcast. I'm your host, Brian Smith. And today I'm talking about something sweet, something colorful, and something that, quite frankly, the world could use a whole lot more of. I'm talking about the fruit of the Spirit. Now, don't worry, I'm not about to tell you to go grocery shopping. Although if the Holy Spirit ran a produce stand, I imagine it would be the only place where the fruit never spoils. But in all seriousness, in Galatians 5:22 and 23, the Apostle Paul writes, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law." Not fruits. Fruit, singular. One tree, one source. Different flavors, same Spirit. And that means these qualities are not something we manufacture by sheer willpower. They grow when we stay connected to the vine, which brings us to Jesus himself. In John 15:5, Jesus says, "I am the vine, you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing." Now that's comforting and a little convicting. Because if I'm being honest, some days I try to bear fruit like a plastic Christmas tree trying to grow apples. Looks nice, smells fake, produces nothing. But when we stay connected to Christ, the fruit grows naturally. Now, let's break this down in real-life terms. The world today is loud, angry, tempting, confusing. Every scroll on your phone offers a new distraction. Every news channel offers a new fear. Every corner offers a new hidden temptation. Which is exactly why we need visible, living examples of the fruit of the Spirit. And that brings me to one of my favorite illustrations, my wife Patty. Now, Patty didn't ask me to say this, but she is one of my greatest sources of the fruit of the Spirit in action. She lives this in living color. When I'm running late, she has patience. When I'm stubborn, she has gentleness. And occasionally, a look that reminds me Jesus is watching. When life gets heavy, she carries peace into the room like a thermostat changing the temperature. And when I mess up, she shows love that doesn't keep score. Folks, I've read Galatians 5:22 and 23, but I've also seen Galatians 5:22 and 23, walking around my living room in sweatpants and big glasses. That's fruit in living color. And we all need examples like that, because theory alone won't change us. But seeing the fruit lived out, that inspires us. Now, let's talk about each piece of this fruit. Briefly, like tasting slices from a spiritual fruit platter. Love. Not I like you love, but agape, self-giving love. The love Jesus showed on the cross. Love that stays when it's inconvenient. Joy, not happiness based on circumstances, but joy rooted in knowing who holds tomorrow. Joy that sings even in the waiting room. Peace, not the absence of trouble, but the presence of God in the middle of it. Jesus said in John 14:27, "Peace I leave with you. My peace I give you. I do not give as the world gives." In other words, God's peace isn't fragile. It's furniture. It stays in your house even when the storm rattles the windows. Patience. Oh boy. The one thing my wife says I might need more than anything else. Kindness. Small acts. Soft words. Open hands. Goodness. Choosing right even when no one else sees it. Faithfulness. Showing up. Staying steady. Keeping promises. Gentleness. Strength under control. Self-control. Not letting your impulses drive the car. And here's the key. These are not 9 separate trees. They're 9 branches from the same tree. The Holy Spirit at work in us. The Apostle Paul contrasts this with the works of the flesh, also in Galatians 5. Jealousy, anger, division, impurity, selfish ambition. And honestly, turn on the news for 5 minutes and you'll see that the list is alive and well. Which is why this podcast exists. For those who feel surrounded by darkness, for those battling temptation, for those needing encouragement, for those who wonder, can I really change? And the answer is yes. Not by trying harder, but by staying closer. Jesus never said, try to bear fruit. He said, abide in me. Fruit grows by connection, not effort. So here's today's encouragement. If you feel worn out, ask God for peace. If you feel angry, ask God for patience. If you feel unloved, remember you are loved beyond measure. And if you feel like you're failing, remember, fruit grows slowly. No tree produces apples the day it's planted. Stay rooted. Stay connected. Stay faithful. God is already preparing something beautiful for you. Just stay faithful. And before I go, I'll leave you with this. In a world full of noise, be gentle. In a world full of anger, be patient. In a world full of temptation, be self-controlled. In a world full of fear, be peaceful. Because when people see the fruit, they'll want to know the root. And the root is Christ. This has been The Way, the Truth, the podcast. I'm Brian Smith, grateful you walked this journey with me today. And remember, stay connected to the vine, because that's where the fruit grows.